2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Nice to be with you again. All the hooting and hollering is done here at the WM Phoenix Open. It's time to find out who wins here at TPC Scottsdale. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Beamer, before we take in all the action out on the course, just a few thoughts on TPC Scottsdale that has quite a bit of action around it.
You know, look, it's so funny to talk about because, yes, we know what 16 is like. We know what 17 is like. We know all the interesting and fun things that go on around there. But don't kid yourself. This is still a pretty darn good test of golf. I mean, you get some really tough holes, you know, holes 5 through 8 on the front 9 that'll capture your attention. And then you got a couple of ones, 11 through 14 on the back 9 that that can come up and bite you. But I tell you what, I know players love playing here. The golf course always in great shape. It's just, you know, you got to keep your mind on the golf and what's inside the ropes instead of outside the ropes, and that's sometimes impossible.
Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player's firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
That was special.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Currently at -1 following that hole. As we head to the tee shot for the second here at TPC Scottsdale, Rich, and really it sets the tone for the day, doesn't it? Just ball in play.
Yeah, it's not a difficult tee shot per se, but it's got a blind landing area. You got a couple of bunkers down the right-hand side. You'll see plenty of action. You got some pretty heavy-duty rough off the left-hand side. You really kind of have to commit to a distance, or a spot in the distance, I should say, that you want to get your ball going towards, because you really don't have a true feel of where that golf ball is going to end up.
Oh, that was flushed. Playing from around 110 yards out.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. Well, Rich, always loves standing on the tee here at 3. You feel like you can get after this golf hole.
Yeah, you're going to stand on this tee box, and it's just full systems go. If you miss the bunker on the left or the rough on the right, it's just going to hit in the middle of that fairway and just roll, baby, roll. Second shot would be pretty simple.
His second shot here. Nicely done. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
So close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And that finds him in a share of second. Rich, we're here at the 4th hole, the first par 3 on the course.
Yeah, distance control is super important here. You got bunkers left and right and short as well. You got to hit it the right distance as this green chases away from you just a little bit to make that shot even tougher.
Going with the 7. Yeah, nicely played. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
That's disappointing.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we are on the par 4 5th hole, Rich, and the tee shot. What do you fancy?
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
A little bit overzealous there. That's just about 3 feet away. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Well, the visuals on this 6th tee, that really presents most of the challenge here.
Yeah, the 3 bunkers down the left side see a lot of action. Your eyes are just drawn to it, but only the bigger players, the longest players of the game, are able to fly those bunkers.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
He's got this to move into a tie with Tom Kim.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The second par 3 on the front nine's longer 7th hole, Rich.
This is so difficult. I'm even laughing, remembering when I played it years ago. Finding this green is nearly impossible. It still gives me the heebie-jeebies. You got to hit a long iron, towering long iron, and see if you can't get to land soft enough to hold this green.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
You can cut the tension down here with a knife, guys. He's got this to go in front of Tom Kim.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Oh, this is going hard left.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome. A par putt awaits. And well hold. Let's move on. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Shot shaping is the order of the day at TPC Scottsdale. It looks like we've got another one here on the dogleg left par 4/8.
I'm going to say more bunker avoidance is necessary here, Luke. Those 2 down the left-hand side, you want no part of them. They are nasty.
Attaboy, good shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Currently sitting at 4 under par. Here we are on the tee at the par 4 9th, and his driver necessary.
Driver is not necessary unless you can hit that power fade and get it past that bunker. But if you can't, just take out a 3-wood, find the widest part of the fairway.
Beautiful swing there. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, tiny looking shot that. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. John, what's the line on this putt?
It's looking like just a slight break to the left here, I think.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
This player's put himself in prime position, just one back heading into the final 9 holes. This is going to be exciting.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe.
Tom Kim watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, as you get to the 11th tee shot, Rich, you just don't want to have an attack of the lefts. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, no, is that heading towards the bunker? Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. And he's managed to find the green, but midway from the flag. Have to rely on a good putter here. Big par saver coming up for this fella. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's going along quite well, currently inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Your thoughts here on the par 3 12th, Rich?
Bail left in the bunker and chunk and run it to 30 feet for the par, but it's just hard, Luke. It's just a hard par 3.
Going with the 6-iron here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, the 13th is a par 5. Yes, more room if you lay it back, but you want to get after it so you can try and get on this green in 2.
Most definitely. Even if you find the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, there's a 50-50 chance you might be able to get it on from there, but you got to avoid the water on the right-hand side. That's just a massive, massive no-no.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. That's not quite on the dance floor, Rich, but it's right up there near the green. A chance to perhaps pick up 1, maybe 2 on this hole.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
This here for a share of 2nd on the leaderboard. Nice birdie, well played.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
This is good going by our featured player. They're 2nd in the standings behind Sahith Tagala.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. This is his second shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. Well, this one's going right at the flag. That should set up another chance. This putt for the lead.
And with only 4 holes to go in this event, Luke, this is a good opportunity, big moment for this player.
And now he's in solo first on the leaderboard. There's fewer tee shots here at TPC Scottsdale, as intimidating as this one here at 15.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
Oh, what a way to finish the day, hoping he can close out.
Okay, aggressive play, going for it.
No, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Not a very easy one here. It's moving to the left on its way down the hill.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. It's amazing, Rich, just given the nature of 16. 17 feels overshadowed, but it shouldn't be. It's one of the great short par 4s on tour.
It is such a cool little hole. I mean, you don't need driver anymore to reach it. Just a little menacing bunker, like a pimple right there, about 30, 40 yards short. A lot of action's going to be on the right-hand side there to any flag stick, but when they put it all the way back center, forget about it. It now becomes one of the hardest short holes in all of golf.
This putt to get to double digits under the card. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's about 33 feet from the cup.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
It's tracking. Now that'll hurt. 3 putting in for par. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. Well, we've come to the last here at TPC Scottsdale, but there's still some work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done. Finding it in the middle of this fairway is not one easy task, even for the longest hitters. That bunker down the left-hand side, the church pews, that sees a lot of action. So the other 2 up there. This is really a hole that you got to thread it out there with either a 3-wood or driver, but it's pretty much one of the most underrated, difficult driving holes on the golf course.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This looks good. And as he sinks that final putt, now he's got the clubhouse lead. But the nervous wait begins as the rest of the field finishes up. And let's have another look at that one. This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to Riviera. It's the final round of the Genesis Invitational. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group, John McCarthy on the course as well. And Rich, this tournament is dripping in storylines, especially for our featured player as we get set for the first round of action. What can you tell us about this course?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost that, I'm not playing that great, but man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. Great.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's got about 225 yards left from here. He is taking this on.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It's going to go uphill and to the left. Let's see what happens.
How about this birdie putt? Henny, tell us about this putt.
33 feet is what this one is looking like.
I like the looks of this. It's got a chance. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The man leading the way right now is Rory McIlroy. Let's go out to the par 4 second. That was really well played. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
All right, the putter can come out now. All right, a longer putt remains. This one should swing back to the left. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. All right, that one is behind us. A look at the leaderboard shows multiple major champion Rory McIlroy is out in front. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Wow, he's going to like that one. 7 feet to the cup. While we move on to the next hole, we show you that Rory McIlroy is the leader. Now let's go out to the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Here's a putt to move into the top 5. John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, the putt starts out straight, and then I'm thinking it'll move a little to the right.
Put a circle on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and Rory McIlroy at the top, leading by 1.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This is beautiful to watch.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that performance will now take him to 3 under par. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Opting for the 6 iron. This one looks like it's going left. This is his second shot. And only one off the pace here. It was a solid shot. Out of the bunker and onto the surface. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Bogey putt coming up here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Tough one to dial in.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
"12 feet remain. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I've got it going right to left here.
Now this for double bogey. That one drops. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4.
And coming off that double bogey then last makes it even more difficult.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
That's a great position to be in after that approach. 8 feet to the cup. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. That might be the best swing of the day. Sitting at 1 under. This is a 9-iron on the way. Well, that's the way you play it. Here's a putt to move inside the top 20. Okay, back-to-back birdies. I'm starting to feel a little something here.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Definitely looking to make a move on this hole. Could be interesting.
Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well. That is a wonderful shot out of the rough. That's going to work nicely for him. Here's a putt to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. That putt drops, and that's now 6 birdies on the day. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 7th.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
That seemed like the right play at the right time.
I love the aggressive play, especially with being 1 shot back. This sets up an eagle opportunity.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Currently 5 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This putt from around 18 feet.
This for a birdie.
Ooh. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at -5 now for the event. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. And he's now 3 under for the tournament. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Well, he's got a chance to win this title. Will he stand up and deliver? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Five feet coming up to the cup.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right. Just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
This one will have to travel pretty far to get to the bottom of the cup. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
From the get-go, this is a big left to right breaker.
This putt on a good line. All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Okay, moving on to the next.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Here's the par 3 16th hole. That's a textbook swing. This is a 9-iron on the way. That was a fantastic approach, and now a birdie putt here on 16. And this putt to move into the top 5. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for 2nd.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The tee shot at 17.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
On the green in 2. How about that?
And what an amazing opportunity now to get it all square with this putt. Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
All right, not bad from there.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Okay, that'll play. This looks like a 190-yard shot. Currently trailing by 1. On the green, that's always mission number 1. A putt away from 65. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I'm down here. I've done the
You know the saying, the waiting is the hardest part, and that's exactly what this player has to do right now.
He'll be sitting around waiting anxiously to see exactly how this thing plays out.
Well, Rich, here we go. It's time for a sudden death playoff.
Cannot wait. Was not ready to go away yet. Loving the action.
Time for the first hole of this sudden death playoff.
Oh, who doesn't love a good playoff?
He knows what he has to do here with his opponent so close.
They have to assume their opponent is going to make the putt.
Oh, yep. This is left.
Not on the green in a playoff. That will be tough to overcome. Oh, that was so close. A pressure putt right there, and the playoff goes on. So we're on to the second hole of sudden death. What an aggressive play, and it pays off on the green on a par 4.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Nine feet remain. He's got it, and the playoff is over. We have a champion.
And that's all she wrote, folks. The game is over. We have a winner.
You look at how this all unfolded. The player was chasing the lead as they started the back nine. What propelled them to the win?
Well, you got to look back at that eagle they made on the back nine, which really lit their fire, and that's what I believe propelled them to the win.
Thank you for joining us throughout the week, including for today's playoff. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.
Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports, but following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. Well, it's been a super championship so far. Let's see how this one plays out. We head down to the first tee now. Before we get into all of today's drama, let's check in with Henny Koyak, as there's some word developing that our featured player has formed a rivalry with Max Homa. Gee, that's brave of them.
It is brave indeed, Luke, because Max Homa may appear all friendly and sweet, but he loves to win. And I just wouldn't want to be going up against him, let alone in a rivalry. It's going to be so tough out there today.
Thanks, Henny. That's lovely intel. I'll be interested to see how our featured player goes against Max Homa, because he's very smart with a chirp of his own. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. He's setting up for his second shot.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Maybe going for the green, are we?
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, what an eagle. Great putt. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par. Well, the par 3 third is an absolute postcard here at Playa, Saona.
It most certainly is. Water on the right-hand side, bunkers short and long left. Not very long, but this picturesque par 3 could be painful if you're not careful.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yep, that shot safely on the green. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, this one's going to go uphill and to the left.
Ooh. An opportunity to make a par here. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently 3 under for the event. The 4th hole at Playa Saona is a short par 4, but there's so many different ways it could go wrong for you.
Longer hitters in the game are certainly going to be tempted to go ahead and give her a whirl, but there's a lot of trouble both left and right with water and bunkers. So layup just a little bit shy of this green. Have just a short wedge for your second, but you got to be spot on. This green has got all kinds of movement to it.
This would be a great up and down. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Well, the 5th hole at Playa Saona is every bit of a par 4 as you're ever going to see.
Luke, I believe the name of this hole is Diablo Feo. the ugly devil, because this thing is dastardly. It's ghastly. Bunkers down the right-hand side off the tee. Water all the way down the left-hand side, the entire length of the hole. I wish I knew exactly the best way to play this hole. I don't, but I do know that 5 is a pretty good score.
All right, clubbing up.
This looks to be a great golf shot.
And this is why we think this player is going to be world class. To produce that against Max Homa, wow, wow, wow.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Well, the 6th tee shot here really requires a beauty.
Aim at that bunker in the middle of the fairway and either push or pull your tee shot, because you don't want to be in it. From there, your second shot into a fairly flat, generous green, hourglass in shape. Not much to it, so good opportunity to make a par here, maybe even better.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Now, 4 under par. Just putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
It's on a great line. Oh, what a putt. And he moves to 5 under par. And now that finds him in first place. Well, after using the driver for a few of the holes, Rich, it's time to get back to the long irons, I see, off the tee at 7.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
This one heading towards the green. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. As we head to the 8th at Playa, Saona, Rich, it looks like we're heading back towards the clubhouse.
A strong par 4 here, Luke. Fairway bunkers down the left and right hand side. Second shot to a green protected by bunkers left and right, and a little bit long. You're going to find a waste area. This is really a beautiful par 4, but it can be a little daunting.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a tough read, but it's got a little bit of left to right break on it.
I don't mind the look of this. It's tracking towards the cup. Just a short putt remaining here. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The finishing hole to this front 9 at Playa Saona is another picturesque par 4.
Just waste area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is for birdie.
And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Wow, that was just striped. This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. The 11th hole at Playa Saona is a par 4 that perhaps requires not your biggest drive.
Take the big stick out of your hand. Just play for position, avoiding that bunker and the water down the left-hand side. Difficulty with the second shot is this green's got an infinite edge look. It's really difficult to judge the distance as it looks so much longer than it truly plays.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Okay, that'll work. 14 feet to the cup. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Currently 8 under overall. The 12th hole is one of 3 par 3s on the inward half.
It's just another unbelievably beautiful hole on a golf course full of them. Just a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side you have to be mindful, but don't get sucked in the beauty of the ocean on the left-hand side, which is very difficult to do. Enjoy this hole. It is a beauty.
Not a bad play, that one. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. Good speed about it. Look at this. Oh, beauty. He's got a solid 6-stroke advantage on the field as we move over to the next. On the 13th tee at Playa Saona, Rich, this short par 4 at 305 yards is gettable, but you can't hit it an inch to the right.
Oh, this is a doozy of a hole. 305 yards, but are you brave enough to take it on? Ooh, you have to be awfully sure of yourself. Lay it up down to the left-hand side and just hit a pitch-and-run second shot to find this tiny green located at the water's edge.
He's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Ooh, watch this one break. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The 14th hole at Playa Saona is just another beauty. You've got the little beach and peninsula look, but this par 3 requires a fantastic golf shot.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful, but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. And hitting yet another green here today.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
It's a big 8-shot advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. The 15th at Playa Saona is the final par 5 on the golf course.
That waist area down the left-hand side is going to see a lot of action as players do not want to make the mistake of hitting it in the ocean to the right. A layup from there into a very small section of fairway leaves a third shot to another green and an outcrop of rocks on the ocean. Another stunner.
Setting up for his third shot. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt's going to go uphill, break left to right.
That came out with some heat on it. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's got this for his part.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. The 16th hole, we turn away from the ocean, Rich, and head back towards the clubhouse.
Yes, finally something not going back into the ocean. Just some bunkers on the right-hand side off the tee they have to worry about. But a second shot into a quote-unquote island green there, but this time surrounded by sand. It's a difficult par 4 for sure, but should be able to avoid any large numbers.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, from where I am, it looks around 27 feet, I'd say.
And down it goes. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We get on the tee at 17, Rich. This is a hole you really want to make sure you position your ball properly.
Only the long hitters want to take on that waist bunker down the right-hand side. All the others out to the left-hand side. And there's an opening here that players might want to think about chasing their golf ball into, because this second shot, ooh, it is dangerous.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
And I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. And as you step on the 18th tee at Playa Saona, you're left with a unique challenge of a par 3 to finish.
And what a wonderful way to finish. Again, just a picturesque par 3. Water left, so the bunker and the waist area on the right is going to see a lot of action. Players will be delighted to walk off this par 3 with a par 3.
That was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. This putt is for a final score of 60. And finishing up with a par here today. And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Northern Shore Open. The final round starts now. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. Oh, this is a super week on the calendar. Always circle this one in my diary. I'm thrilled you could be with us as well. Let's get down to the first hole.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Standing over his second shot. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. So close. Putting for a par here. Job done. Let's head to the next.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Well, the beauty of Marigot Cove really strikes you straight out of the gates, Rich. Here we are at the second. It's a superb par 3.
I have to say, what a spectacular hole this is, but as beautiful it is, it's equally as difficult. Anytime the pin's over on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. Just bail out to the left-hand side and just enjoy the view from there.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This is looking pretty good in the air. Oh, that's a great approach shot. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. Marigot Cove has a stunning collection of holes. The par 5 third is right up there with the very best of them.
Sometimes people say, tee it high and let it fly. Not here. No way. No, sir. Tee this thing down low and chase it out there. Use the contour of the fairway to get the distance required to hopefully knock this thing on in 2. Second shot, aim out to the left. Again, keep this thing low on the ground and moving. Get it up there just shy of the green, a little pitch shot from there, and you find yourself a nice little birdie.
Time to take on this shot from the rough. Oh, that was pure. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Currently 2 under for the event. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Just 3 strokes back. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. To par 4, the 5th hole. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
This putt is for a share of second. Par putt coming up here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The sixth is a par 4. Keep focused on that flag while playing to this elevated green. Opting for the 9-iron. And he's safely on the green. 15 feet to the cup.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Now man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, this putt is going to go down the hill, take a turn to the right. Let's see what happens.
7th hole at Marigot Cove. Little par 3, Rich.
A little bit of a plateau green on the left-hand side, and then there's also a sharp runoff from the center of the green all the way down to the right-hand side. When it's on that plateau on the left-hand side, if you miss it left or you miss it long, you've got bogey or double bogey written all over it. When it's on the right-hand side, though, what a great opportunity to hit it in there close. Make yourself a deuce.
This now for a share of the lead. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Rich, they say the par 5 8th at Marigot Cove is a gettable par 5, but gee, it's got to take a great tee shot.
It is, and it's going to take a brave second shot as well. A really cool feature. Again, you're trying to work this thing along the ground as best possible. Get your tee shot down the left-hand side, which opens up the angle for the second shot to a Redan-style green, moving from right to left around that bunker. Only the bravest, though, are going to go for it in 2. If you leave it just a little bit short, you should have a pretty basic, straightforward pitch shot. Easy to get it close.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Oh, what a putt. And that will take him to 7 under. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Feeling awfully good coming off an eagle at the last. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. It looked like it came out of a cannon. This is his second shot.
1 extra club required to this elevated green.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it.
That was the line.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 13th hole is a par 4. That'll work there. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
This one is chewing fiber.
Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th. That was pummeled. Great drive. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
That one had eyes for it the whole way. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver. Wow, mate, that's some golf back there. An eagle. How good. Wow, what a shot. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Lovely effort, that. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Oh, good look at birdie here. Oh, that looked like a confident stroke. This is on the tracks. Yes, the putt drops. Beautiful. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. The 16th hole at Marigot Cove, Rich, might be the hardest par 3 on earth.
Luke, this could be the hardest par 3 I've ever seen. This could be one of the only par 3s that I know of that you actually should look at laying it up short of this green, because if you try and find the green and you miss it just a skosh out to the right, you could be down there for quite some time. A 60-yard runoff out to the right-hand side from there. What an interesting design this is.
Well struck. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The penultimate hole here at Marigot Cove really asks the question, where do you leave your tee shot?
Ideally, you'd like to challenge the end of this fairway as best possible and leave yourself as short a second shot as you can possibly get into this green that sits across the water from you. Anything left short of that fairway bunker is going to leave a long iron to a small target.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Great birdie putt. Currently in first position. The finishing hole at Marigot Cove, Rich, a very strong par 4. And what a round this has been.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
That signs off on this player's performance for the day. That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back. It's the final round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, we're at Arnie's place this week, Bay Hill Club and Lodge. What can the players look forward to from this course?
They're looking forward to probably the strongest test that they're going to have early in the season. This golf course historically is firm, fast, windy, can be cold at times. It's ruthless. It's going to call you out on bad shots, and even your good shots may not always get rewarded. This is going to challenge players mentally more than physically because the shots they hit aren't always going to turn out in the best of spots.
Let's get down to the first hole. As our focus turns to our featured player, it's worth noting that it appears they have entered into a rivalry of sorts with none other than Brooke Henderson. Henny, have you heard anything more about this?
Oh, Andrew, you can cut the tension with a knife down here. They've been stealing glances across the practice area in the run-up to going head-to-head on the first tee. I just don't know how this is going to play out.
Thanks, Henny. Can't wait to see the outcome this week as our featured player tries to take down Canada's Brooke Henderson. I like that one. You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
This is a 7-iron on the way. This one is right at it. What a beautiful leave right there.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt left for birdie. And a quick look at the leaderboard shows our featured player is in first place with Sahith Theegala in second. Let's see what happens out of this bunker.
This might have a chance at making the green.
Wow, I give that a 9 out of 10. He's got this one for a bogey. Moving along. Here's a look at the way things stand. Our featured player is in a tie for second. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
This one would be from downtown. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one looks like it's going to take quite a dive right to left.
This putt starts off nicely. Oh, I like the looks of this. And just misses. And a tap in as we move on to the next hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 4th.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Here comes the putt, and starting off good. It's on a very good line. And it goes in. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Around 110 yards to go. He's currently tied for the lead.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
How good was that putt?
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Currently at 3 under for the event. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. An eagle putt awaits. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that's an early statement right there.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And as we head to the next tee, our featured player leads by 2.
We've made our way to the par 3 7th hole. This is a 7-iron on the way. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. How about that? From just off the green, it drops in. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. Over to number 8, it's a par 4. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. I don't like the looks of that one. It appears to be headed toward the rough. This is the 3rd. Oh, almost had it. He needs this one to save par. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th. That is a big-time drive. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards. This one's right of the green.
Now from the green side bunker. This putt from 5 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Now to the 10th hole, it's a par 4.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
7 feet from here. He gets that one to drop. That's his 5th birdie of the day.
The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, that one's looking good. High quality shot, that one, right next to the hole.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nine.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Putting for birdie here. And he's done it. He's held it, and that means he extends his lead. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
A par putt on the table. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. And he's down there. You got a read?
Oh, it's so hard to tell, but I think it's a little bit right to left.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
And a very long putt remains. Putt on the way and looking good early. And still looking good. The putt goes in. Our featured player is at 8 under par with just a few holes left.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Oh, with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line.
That drive, he hit it so far, there's no divots in the fairway where he hit it.
This one headed for the green.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Well, don't let this opportunity slide by. An eagle chance. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Let's go over to 17, the par 3.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Here's the second on 17. Needs this to drop to save par. That is the way you do it on the dance floor. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Here's the second at 18. This is a 9-iron on the way. This would be an incredible way to close out the round with the clubhouse lead. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
How did that not go in?
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
He finishes with par on 18. And Rich, it was not easy coming in, but our featured player gets it done.
They played well when the pressure was at its greatest. I have to say, getting the job done with that amount of pressure on him, it was awesome.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.